Clopen Effect, a retail podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I'm your host, Meredith.
And I'm your host, Cass.
Let's have some fun.
My nose is stuffed up a little bit.
So I was in stores today.
I know. I just missed you too.
You did. I know. I was like, where you at? Where you at? But yeah, no, they were super good. It was so great. And then I had a doctor's appointment and then I just got home. So I'm like exhausted.
I know.
I don't think I'm used to being in my car for so long.
No.
I don't know how you do it.
Okay.
I don't know how I used to do it.
My whole thing is I like get up at 3:15 in the morning and I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go to work. Let's do this. And then I drive for an hour and I'm like so tired.
Yeah. It's like your body's like, wait, were you
Yeah.
just relaxing in the car?
And then on the way home, I'm really tired.
Yeah. Like the way I'm feeling right now is how I remember feeling when I would drive all day long, visit 4 or 5 stores and then get home and I would just be like,
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I got home, I just wanted to make some dinner. I was thinking about stopping and I'm like, I don't know, whatever. You know,
I
I
almost
gotta
stopped too.
limit my food now and blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
so I was like, I'll just go home, eat a couple eggs, whatever. And so I get home and Steve wants to talk, right? Because he's been home for a while. And I just want to like decompress.
Yeah.
And he keeps saying, oh, did you hear about this? Did you hear about this? And I'm just like looking at him, trying to eat my eggs. Yeah. And then you got here and I said, thank goodness you're hosting today. But I'm tired.
I was laughing. Johnny texted me today and he was like, ooh, I want Chinese food. And I was like, that sounds amazing. But I have podcasts, don't forget. So what does he do? He eats. And I get home and I was like, are you going to go get Chinese food? And he's like, oh, I just ate. I was like, you motherfucker.
Did he get Chinese food or did he eat something else? He ate something else.
So I made a pizza before I came over.
There you go. That's what Julia's having for dinner tonight too.
Yeah.
She's working.
I was pissed.
She tried to take her birthday off, and it looks like a couple other people took off her birthday, but her birthday's not on the weekend. So she was like, oh, no, I think I'm going to have to work on my birthday. I'm like, welcome to adulthood and retail.
Yep. Nobody cares.
Welcome to retail.
Nobody cares about
I said,
your
well,
birthday.
make sure it's fun on the day off.
When is her birthday?
It's the 8th. It's a Thursday.
June 8th, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking her birthday was in the beginning of June.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, Grandma made her a birthday present.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
We'll have to show it off in a few weeks.
Yeah, I told her. I said, I'm pretty sure Julia's birthday's coming up, so that's perfect because she just finished it, but she's at home, so I don't have it with me today.
That's awesome.
Otherwise, I'd have brought it.
So you were TikToking this morning because we were supposed to have a couple guests on today this week.
Kevin. Calling you out, Kevin.
And supposedly he has the stomach flu and he's going to miss it. So I told Steve, I go, you know what? He's blown us off twice. He's done now.
Uh-oh.
So Kev, if you're listening, you're done.
Uh-oh. But Jerry, if you want to come on, you can.
Yeah, but Jerry, you can totally come on. Gina, you too. So funny.
Yeah, because Kevin was supposed to bring a guest tonight.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
From
so I was like, I don't know what we're going to talk about.
Shut It Down with Jerry and Gina. We were going to have Jerry on again. So yeah, you were like, I don't know what we're going to talk about because I planned on having a guest. And I was like, check this out. So my idea was, can we talk nicknames for people we have, customers and employees? Because, you know, when I was a waitress, we always had nicknames for the couples. Like, you had the good tippers, you had the bad tippers, you had the hot soup lady, you had the farmers, you had just the coffee guys. You know, most of them were pretty nice.
That I can understand with customers because you don't ever know their names unless you look at their credit cards or something.
Right.
You know, so I would see, I can see that you would give them nicknames.
Yeah.
But with people that you work with, you got to be careful with that because it could be like harassment or...
you know, you just don't let them know they have the nickname.
All right, I got
I mean, there can be good ones.
Sure.
You know, you could be like the savior.
Sure.
Like you're always saving everyone's ass.
Right,
you know?
right. That makes sense.
The do-gooder, like the no problemer, you know, they're always like, yeah, no problem. No problem. I got that. No problem. I was just laughing at a couple of these. It was on a TikTok. What TikTok was it? I got to look at the name. The Hey Funny guy. And it's coworker nicknames. One is Kit Kat. Oh, always having a break.
Oh.
Then you got Butter Knife, not the sharpest tool in the box.
Oh
no. Justin does just enough not to get fired. I like this one. Splinter, annoying little prick that gets under your skin. And this one's funny too. You call him E.T. They just want to go home.
Yeah.
E.T. phone home. The lantern, not very bright and has to be carried.
Oh, gosh.
That's pretty sad. You got motion light, only works if someone walks past.
I think that one might have been my favorite when I was looking through that list.
Blister appears when all the hard work is done.
Yeah, it sure does.
And then in lieu of regular lamp, you have lava lamp. It looks good, but not very bright.
Oh, no.
Deck chair always folds under pressure. Wheelbarrow only works when they're pushed. And then finally, G-spot. You can never find them.
Oh, that's excellent. Do you have nicknames for coworkers or anything right now, or before? Maybe I shouldn't say now in case.
Okay, so and I don't like to
listens.
body shame people, but we had this one girl that always wore very tight pants and very tight shirts, and we called her Cupcake.
Oh,
because her love handles kind of hung over, so she looked like the top of a cupcake.
Gosh, that's funny. I saw someone today. It was so cute. Her hair was done, her makeup was done, but she had a belt on with her jeans, and the belt looked like it was so tight.
Yeah.
And I am someone, and this has nothing to do with her weight. I'm someone that likes looser the better.
Right.
So I was just looking at her like. And I didn't mean to stare, but in my own mind, I was thinking, oh my God, that looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Not because she was bigger, but I can't imagine wearing a belt that time. I don't even think I own a belt.
I don't own belts, no.
Yeah. So, of course, she looked over at me and saw me looking. So I went, cute belt. I never wear belts.
She was like, you lying.
I actually said,
this shit's cutting off my
I don't
circulation.
even think I own a belt, but she looked so cute. But I was like, oh, I couldn't do it.
Oh, my God, that's so funny. Oh, look, I have pizza on my shirt.
We have matching shirts.
I know. We
got our Clopin shirts on. Yours is purple. Mine is like a neon yellow, sort of. It's kind of faded a little bit.
It kind of faded. Yeah, it got a little dingy. Looks like you washed it with some black socks.
I'm fairly certain I've worn this probably 100 times already.
Well,
so.
that's good. Then you've got your money's worth out of it.
And the ink, like the ink didn't come off, which is super good.
So, also I found another just slew of slurs for coworkers that act like managers.
Oh.
And the first one is snoopervisor. I hate the people who
So these would be your equals? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Well, no, it's yes. Yes.
It's like if you and I were working together and I would tell you what to do, but but I wasn't managing
like
you.
act your wage.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
You're nobody special and you aren't the boss, so stop acting like you're one.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. So that's these people, hall monitors.
Oh.
Excuse me, I keep burping. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, so it's called Teacher's Pet. Works everywhere. Try it for yourself. Next time you hear your name in a conversation between manager and coworker, just holler, I know we love teachers' pets, but this is a Wendy's, y'all. Why is that? I don't know if I read that very well.
Do it again. Give it another shot.
Okay, so this person calls them teachers' pets. Next time you hear your name in a conversation between manager and coworker, just holler, I know we love teachers' pets, but this is a Wendy's, y'all.
Ah, there you go. That was great. Discount
managers.
Discount managers?
Discount managers, because they're not really the manager.
Oh.
They're kind of on sale. You get them for a lesser cost. They try to be the boss.
I kind of feel like I was like that. I had this title. I managed people. I'm doing my air quotes.
Yeah.
But really, I had people above me, managers that would really tell me what to do. And I was just kind of a discount manager.
You were the middleman.
I was definitely a middleman.
Yeah.
Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was management, but more like a discount management.
Right.
Not that I didn't work hard. It's just that I had other people.
Well, that was the thing is you weren't one of those sit at the desk managers.
Right.
You were, I'm going to get out there and do something manager because I don't like to sit on my ass all day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, I think people looked to me as a manager, but really I was just being told what to do by my managers.
You were just like, yeah, I'll deal with the issues. And you guys just sit in here and read emails, I guess.
And write the schedule.
Yeah, write
another
the schedule.
Air quote. Oh my gosh. There were some managers that would take all day. I'm writing the schedule.
Yeah. And
you have 6 people.
Right.
Come on.
Now, talking about upfront customer service where you had 75, that took a couple minutes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It didn't take 4 days, though, as one would be in the back office doing that. But who knows? Depends on what was coming through, I guess.
So this person says, I call him boss, a big old stupid bitch.
Oh, no.
Schrutes or Dwight Schrute from The Office.
Sure. The rule follower.
Yes.
Yeah.
Supervisor.
Those are funny.
Oh, this one says calling them by your actual manager's name can usually do the trick.
Oh, what does that mean?
So, like, if the manager is Tom, but Kevin's trying to be the boss, you'd be like, oh, okay, Tom.
Oh, no.
And it's like, my name's not Tom, it's Kevin. It's like, yeah, no shit.
Start acting like Kevin.
When you're singing along to a song and someone goes, who sings this? And you go, oh, it's Mariah Carey. And they go, yeah, leave it that way.
Let them sing it.
Yeah. Stop trying to be them. You ain't them.
It's great.
I like this one. I hit him with the old yes, daddy, and that makes him too uncomfortable to talk to me.
Oh, no. Have you noticed anyone that's ever called you anything? Like in front of your face?
No. I'm sure plenty of people had said things behind my back. That fucking bitch denied my vacation time. You're like, I didn't have a choice.
I need someone to make the donuts.
Somebody has to make the donuts. Not that you wouldn't come in and make the donuts, but like, you need a day off too.
You know what would happen to me? I would be working in bakery and they would always give me the phone, the management phone. So I would have to answer the management phone on a Saturday, while the store director was doing what he needed to do. I don't know what he was doing at
Probably
the time.
writing a schedule.
Maybe. Not our favorite manager, another manager. And I remember that if I would get a phone call, the customer would be talking to me and they'd be asking about grocery or they'd be complaining. So just for thinking purposes, I would walk up to the front office.
Yeah.
So I would be in the middle of doing things in bakery. I'd be, let's say we had something called pull and thaw.
Pull and thaw, yeah.
So you would pull it from the freezer, lay it all out, and then you would sticker it, label it with the scale label. Well, what would happen is, I would start pulling stuff, leave a card out, and I would get a phone call because I would have the manager phone number. And so to think, I'd go up to the office and I would do it. And then I'd be like, okay, well, I got to write, like, maybe an incident happened, right? An accident happened. I have to type it all up. And maybe I'd be gone for 30 minutes, sometimes an hour, depending on the incident. All the people in bakery saw was that I would answer the phone and I would walk away and leave all this stuff.
Yeah.
So then by the time I got back, sometimes half of it was done. I'd be like, oh my gosh, you didn't have to do that. Thanks so much. But then I found out that they would be all like, she always walks away.
Hey, she's not doing it. So I'm sure never finishes.
I'm sure that there were a lot of names being called during that because I would do that often. But they have to understand, and I've learned this, never judge what other people are doing.
Yeah.
Like if you notice something, I was going to come back and finish it.
Yeah.
Like you're not a manager. You don't have a phone.
Yeah.
You're just doing what you need to do and then you go home.
Yeah.
So it's just, you never know what that other person is doing. So on that side. But you're more than welcome to call me all the names you want.
Yeah, names don't really hurt my feelings. I mean, maybe some do.
Sticks and stones, they hurt your feelings?
Yeah. No, they break my bones. Oh. So this is funny. So obviously I'm like reading a thread from like Facebook or something like that. So this person says, my thought is if they were doing their job, no one would need to tell them what to do. For one, I am not going to stand by and let my coworkers not do anything, including helping customers waiting when there is stuff to do. And this other chick is like, we found one. We found one.
We were out on Saturday with Bestie and someone was hustling and bustling. I think maybe 2 people were training at the time. And she walked past with a bunch of plates and said something to those 2. Like, I don't know exactly.
Get your ass in gear.
Yeah. Like, I don't know why you're standing here. And then they just kind of looked at her and looked at each other and they were like, well, we're new here. So we're just going to wait for our manager to tell us what to do. Yeah.
So my last one is pseudovisor. Pseudovisor.
Pseudovisor?
Yeah. Like PSUEDOVISOR.
That's great.
Pseudovisor.
That is so
wanna
great.
Leads. You big wanna lead.
So I knew you were going to chat about this. So I was trying to look up funny names as well so we could talk about. Do you have anything else?
I don't think so. No.
And I found a cute article called resourcefulmanager.com.
Okay.
And it says, 47 snarky things you wish you could say to your coworkers. And I thought that would go good with what you were just talking about.
I feel like if I actually like wrote it down and kept a tally and a list, I could come up with way more than 47.
I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. So it says these are things that you know, obviously you can't say to your coworker, but you wish you could. You think it. Like, I like you. You remind me of when I was young and stupid.
Oh my God. I could say that every day.
You know what's funny is I was actually turned that on myself because there's been times where I'll like go to say something, I laugh and walk away. I'm like, was that the dumbest laugh ever? Are they making fun of you right now in their mind?
Oh my God.
Because I'd be like, yeah, I'm just gonna blah blah blah, and then I walk away. And I know I go to turn and walk away, and they're just like, oh my God,
that's so funny. You know what though? It's those things in our mind that we think, oh my God, they're going to be talking about that for the next 3 days. And they don't even think about it. People don't even think about it. You're like, I did it to myself.
I was doing meat resets a couple years ago up in Wisconsin, and I was with one of your coworkers, and I am kind of hyper. I'm a happy person. I'm like, I'm here to do your work. You don't have to worry about anything. We're going to reset this meat reset, blah, blah, blah. And I had to walk outside to get tags. And while I was gone, she told my coworker, get her away from me.
Oh my God.
Get her away from me. I am way too crabby and too bitchy today to be dealing with her today.
Okay, I'll tell you what, because today I was in the store. And it's only like the second time I've been at the store since I've been back down south again. And they have a new produce manager. And I'm asking the one guy that I knew, he's worked there since the last time I was here. I was like, who is a produce manager now? Because I know the one that was here is somewhere else now. And he's like, oh, there she is right over there. So I'm like, hi, I'm Cass. How you doing? Da, 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 da. Have you seen this product? I'm looking for it. And she just stared at me. And I was like, oh my God. And she's like, I apologize, but we just got done with inventory. I've been here since midnight, so I'm not a very big help. And I was like, well, if you just did inventory, you probably should have seen this product that I'm looking for.
Get in.
I'm such a bitch. And I was like, I'm just joking. I'll leave you alone now. But if you see it, put it on the fucking shelf. I already put the tags up, bitch.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what your problem is, but I'll bet it's hard to pronounce.
Definitely need medication for that.
I almost feel like we could post that on Anxiety Makes Me Poop.
Oh, yeah.
I think our followers over there would like that one. I might have to add that to it.
Yeah, I think you should.
Speaking of, have you gone and downloaded and followed Anxiety Makes Me Poop?
Poop, poop.
We have 2,500 followers on Facebook,
Amp it up.
And they are super fun.
Oh my God, dude.
Comments and tagging each other, and they just love everything we post.
I love doing Clopen, and I'm so excited to start doing that one.
I am so ready. I have 7 reasons right now of why I am the way I am, and they're really good stories. A couple of them I've shared online already, so you might see them.
Oh Lord!
I know you're not online, but
I am not on any social media except for TikTok. And like lately, I've been feeling guilty about it, and I'm like, don't.
Nope, absolutely not.
Stay away from it.
So
toxic.
Take this quick break and go to Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen, and download Anxiety Makes Me Poop, because we are going to be sharing new episodes over there in like 2 weeks.
Yay.
Can you believe it? And we have a photo shoot with Roxy coming up.
Yay.
So exciting. She does beautiful work.
We need to get some shirts made for AMP.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
So hang in there with us, listeners. We got 2 podcasts, and we're so excited that you're here. All right. The next one is, this is 47 snarky things you wish you could have said to your coworkers. We're not saying that you should.
I probably have said half of these.
This one said, I love this. This reminds me of the TikTok guy that does it by his desk. How about never? Is never good for you?
Yes. I love that guy.
He kicks his backpack into his office, and he's always funny about, oh my gosh.
And he's like, that looks like it can wait till Monday. And then Monday he's like, why is all this shit on my desk?
This is the longest email feed. Delete. So funny.
Why am I even included on that?
I know.
Who asked that question? Oh, that person did. Oh, explains everything.
It's so funny. Oh God. I'm trying to figure out if it's a green screen or if he really works in the office.
No, that's really where he works.
That is. And there's no one ever in the background, so he must come in early to make the videos.
I don't know, because he showed his office, And, because his back is to the door.
Yeah.
There's actually somebody like right on the other side of him.
Oh, and they just allow him to do it.
I don't
That's
know,
fantastic.
but like you said, maybe he does it like on lunch or early or after. I mean, I can't see him staying before or after.
Right. I see you've set aside this special time to humiliate yourself in public. That'd be me and my laughing.
Oh my God.
I'm really easy to get along with once people learn to worship me. Wait. I'm really easy to get along with once you people learn to worship me.
No, I would never say that.
I would never say that.
That is like, that is when you're like, I'm glad you took time out of your day to humiliate yourself in public. You say that to that person. Like, shut up.
There are people that I've seen in the retail world that they walk around like you are to worship them. Or they act more important than they are.
Well,
and that's okay. That's good confidence.
I feel
right?
that's usually the corporate people.
But then you go to But then you go to ask them a question, and do they really know?
They don't
the
even
answer?
know.
They don't.
They don't even know.
They don't.
They're like,
they're just there temporarily.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send you an email about that, and I'm like, yeah, because you don't fucking know. Because nobody asks the worker bees how it should be done. They just sit in their corporate offices and draw a plan out on paper, and they go, perfect.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said this next one in my mind many, many times. And it was probably to customers and to people that I work with. Well, aren't you a fucking ray of sunshine?
I know. Absolutely no. I have said that a million times. Because I always try to kill people with kindness, right? Even if you're rude. But man, there would be some people you just be like, hey, how you doing today? And they nothing. And then you'd be like, okay, all right, this person's in a bad mood. I'm just going to get them checked out and get the fuck out of here. And then you'd be like, have a great day. And they'd be like, don't tell me how to live my life. Mm-hmm. And you're just like, oh, you are a real fucking bitch. Okay.
Yep. I said no. Which word don't you understand? I feel like in our line of work, no, it can't be in there.
Yeah.
You know what
our line of work right now.
Like we would say no, but when we needed to get something done in the store because we're following plan.
Yeah.
There is no.
Yeah.
Like this is what's happening.
Okay, so great example.
Right?
Great example today. So I'm in the store that I haven't been in yet, you know, only once. And also they have a new bakery manager. So I go introduce myself. I said, hey, I'm Cass. How you doing? And he's like, oh, great. And I think he's pretty new to managing.
Yeah.
He didn't really know who we were. So I feel like maybe he's new to the company also. Because most of the people there, especially managers, know who we are. So I said, they just reset this section and we were told they did not put all the products in. So we are to print tags and fit them in where we can.
Oh.
He goes, no, they just reset this. I go, yes. And they did not put all of the SKUs in. So we need to make sure all the SKUs are tagged in. Mm-hmm. No. I go, who's your manager?
Let me speak to your manager.
And I don't want to fucking talk to him because I know what I'm doing is correct.
Right, because this is what you were told.
So why don't you email your manager, let them know I was here and what I said, and see what they say, and then I'll check in with you the next time I come in. And he goes, okay, and he walks away, and then I just put up my tags like I know I'm supposed to do. I filled in the product. I did what I was supposed to do. And then I left. Mm-hmm. Exit stage left.
Now, I've played that before where I've said, you know what, go ahead and get your manager or go ahead and call them, write them. I said, here's the plan. And I show them a sheet.
Yeah.
I maybe will name drop. So-and-so approve this.
Right.
I said, so this is what I'm here to do. And they go, fine.
Yeah.
And so they don't, because they don't want to go call someone. They don't want to be wrong.
They don't want to be wrong.
They don't want to read the paper because no one's got time to read papers.
No.
And they don't want to email, sit by the computer and email. So they just go, fine. Now, as soon as I left the store, did they change everything? Probably. But they let me take my picture.
Who cares?
Yeah.
So that's another thing is we have, so same product. We have like 8 SKUs in this product, right? Mm-hmm. So there's a couple displays up of this stuff in the store too. Is this in produce? No.
Oh, okay.
It's in bakery.
Oh, it's a bakery. Okay, okay.
So then there's always
I was picturing produce.
Yeah. Well, it could be either or. But there's always a display of this up also, right? And it's usually a certain kind, but he didn't have that kind.
Oh, sure.
So I put a different kind on there, and he goes, well, that's not what's on, that's not what's supposed to be there. I go, does it matter?
Yeah, right.
Does it really matter? You just told me that you have to fill this product every other day. How long do you think that's going to last over there?
Yeah.
And I go, that's cool. You can take it down. I already got my picture. And he's like, like I just made more work for him, like. I go, do you want me to take it down? No, just leave it. I go, okay, see you later.
You do all the work, but they make it sound like they have to do more work.
Yeah.
Huh, interesting.
Whatever, broski.
If things get any worse, I'll have to ask you to stop helping me.
That would be like the ultimate. I would be like, I really am doing a bad job. They didn't that's not in my head.
I have to say that has happened to me.
Really?
Like I'm there's too many people. Everyone has different ideas. So you do meat resets.
Yeah.
Years ago, we were with the team that would figure out the meat resets.
Yeah.
Like not the actual, we wouldn't physically do it, but we would. So the woman that was in charge of all this would stand there in front of a 4-foot section and say, yeah, brats there, this there, this there. And we would move it because I guess she didn't know how to move product. We would move it. She would step back and she would say, no, move this, move this, move that.
Fucking
so
ew.
All of us would show up, and I am not one to stand around because then you're looking at your watch and you're like, so I get right in there. I'm like, what do you need me to do? What do you need me to do? And then it ended up being where there was like 3 or 4 of us. And I could tell that maybe I was in the way because I wasn't quite understanding like another section she was talking about, but someone did. So I just kind of stepped back. So I'm sure it was like,
ew.
Yeah, if things get any worse,
you know
I'm
what?
gonna need you to stop
that's
helping.
not your fault. Okay, don't feel bad about that one. Like, fuck that lady. Like,
it just makes for such a long day, though, if you're the one that's standing around.
If any of you people that do that are listening right now, then what you need to do is do it yourself. Take pictures, send out the pictures, and say, this is what I want it like.
Yeah.
Don't be wasting everybody's time. Because when I first started at this job, we kind of went through the same thing with a produce. We had to hang up these signs, okay? They said, like, organic.
Oh, sure.
This one said bananas.
Yeah.
I go, I think we can figure out where they go.
Sure.
But no, we had to sit there for 6 hours while these 2 corporate people talked amongst themselves. I don't like it right there. I don't like how it looks hanging off of that thing. Bro, send me pictures when you're ready.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so disgusted. And that's when I spread COVID to everybody.
Serves them
That's
right.
what you get.
Okay, so this makes me laugh because I know you guys put all those signs up.
Yeah.
And you sent a snap and you said, who hung this banana sign? And it was crooked. It was crooked. Someone wasn't at the meeting.
That's a new project. And I know you listen. Your banana sign is crooked.
It's correct.
You know what?
It's barely, but it's enough for you to step
was
back.
Laughing so
it.
hard because me and the person that I know is listening right now. We were kind of talking about that, and he's like, yeah, like one of the bosses emailed me and was like, we need to go back. These are crooked. And he's like, well, can you specify?
Oh, I hate that. That happens with clings. I mean, you think it's with anything really, even in your house.
Yeah.
You go to think it straight, you back up and you're like, whoa, what is happening?
You know what? Drew, bless your heart. He was the king of clings.
Yes.
And he taught just soak it with Windex.
Yep.
Then you can slide it all around and then you squeegee it out and boom, it's stuck.
Yes. I went through 2 credit cards doing that.
Yes.
So we had to apply clings in the meat department just to hide. They didn't like seeing the water or the if
you don't like it, then buy new fucking stuff.
The piping. So we had to do 50 stores where we had to put the cling on, and I could not figure it out. And sure enough, Drew was like, spray Windex. It'll move around for you so you can get it straight back up, look at it. And then I just never bought a tool. So I used my credit card to flatten it and then clean. And then the good thing is the windows got clean too because the Windex falls down. So, but I remember going through and I just totally shredded a couple credit cards. But hey, the 50 stores got done. So.
Yeah. I know I would try to use like a card that I don't use, like not my library card. I cherish that.
Yeah.
But like a store saver card or something like that.
So anyone listening that has to put clings on often, and clings are like, that you can take them off, put them back on, not stickers.
Right.
Spray some Windex. I shouldn't say Windex. I should say glass cleaner. I don't think they call it Windex at the stores.
Or just water. You could just use water.
There must be some kind of oil in the glass cleaner that makes it be able so you can move it around a little bit.
Yeah, or soapy water, maybe.
And then you know what else is the shelves. So the shelves, for those that work retail, you would know this. You have to pop them up and out, right? Your shelves for your beverages
oh my God,
or whatever.
It fucking drives me nuts.
Or for your hummus.
If you need all the shelves in a straight line and you get one where there's a screw behind it.
Yep, and then you got to restart because it will not go into the one with the screw behind it. So it's like little latches. It's like little hooks on the back that you have to hook it on for those that maybe they don't know. And so you go to put it up and then you step back and you're like, wait, is the right higher than the left?
Yeah.
And so then you got to try to put one down, but you have to relift it all.
Yep.
And after doing that 200 times, you got some burning shoulders. You got some burning shoulders.
I think I almost cried one day.
Oh, man.
Because I wasn't understanding why it wasn't going into the slot.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think finally someone was like, I think there's a screw behind it. And I'm like, I'm going to slit my wrist. I'm done. I'm
sticking that screw inside my brain.
I think I went and like smoked a cigarette. I was like, all right, so if you could do me a favor, I need to go take a break. Can you just get these all even, please? I don't care where they are.
I don't know if you've ever had these days where I think you probably just described it, but I would go in and I'd be like, okay, it's like the fourth day of a reset. You know what you're doing, but like nothing was right.
Yes.
And you're dropping stuff on the ground and you truly just want to cry.
Yes. Mine is when I start hitting my hands.
Yes.
Like you go to lift something and your hand slips and you like whack it on the shelf up above it. And it's like, I don't make enough money for this.
Don't cry. Don't cry. You're going to be okay.
And then you have little cuts all over your hands and your arms and you just go home like so beat up and defeated and
broke.
And as soon as you walk out, they change it anyways. And it was a huge waste of 6 hours of your time. And you just want to like fucking kick somebody in the face.
I still have pictures of it. Maybe I'll share them. I have scratches all over my hands and my arms from redoing the cold cut section or what do you call the deli meat selections.
Stop it.
Do you know what I'm talking about? So there's hooks. And then, there's like these easy hooks, but then you have to like go in between the plastic containers that hold bologna.
Yes.
Right? And you have to push them back, and they slice your arms.
The worst, and I'm sorry, I'm going to call them out right now, is the Oscar Mayer lunch meat.
Lunch meat, yeah.
I don't know what the hell kind of lunch meat it is, but it's their turkey, their ham, their chicken,
and they're a little
bit
longer.
Yes, they're rectangle packages.
Yes.
And they're made of plastic, and you just peel off the top, right? They're resealable, and those things you could probably take your life with it if you wanted to.
Yeah. But don't do that, but you could.
I mean, you might do it on accident.
Right.
They're terrible.
I remember having to do so many stores like that, and I was just like, oh my gosh.
You know who has never done me bad like that is Budding. Budding is the little packages.
Yeah.
Very flexible, very nice.
And usually in the well, like they're usually you just dump the whole case.
You like open the box and just leave it in the box and set it in there. Perfect.
Yep. Oh gosh. This next one is I can see your point, but I still think you're full of crap.
Okay, so maybe this one's on there, but that one kind of goes with I could agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong.
Yes.
That's one that like I know a lot of people would use.
I will always cherish the initial misconceptions I had about you.
You were pretty cool till I got to know you.
I'm not being rude. You're just insignificant. Another one. These are rough.
Yeah.
Resourcefulmanager.com. You're rough. It's a thankless job, but I've got a lot of karma to burn off.
That's me.
Oh, gosh. No.
I always said my good karma came from clipping my great-grandma's toenails. Oh. That right there, good karma for life.
Yes. I could, we've talked about this before, because who sends you? Is it Erica that sends you feet?
Ugh. Erica.
It's like the ingrown toenail
Sick.
bullshit. So now that we've talked about it, every once in a while,
I'm gonna gag.
every 20th scroll that I do on TikTok is the fattest, grossest gangrene toe you could ever see, and they're trying to fix it. I'm like, throw a rubber band around it and let it just fucking die on its own.
Isn't that like how you neuter pigs?
And yes. And you know how hard it is for me not to send it to you? Oh my God, she can't be getting it from both people.
Oh my God. You know what? Knock on wood. No one's sent me one in a while, but they do show up on my feed. And this morning, no shit, this morning, I get my coffee, I get my cigarette. I check Snap first. I look at my memories. And then I'm like, I'm going to check out TikTok while I finish my coffee. And the first video that pops up is this nastiest foot ever. And I couldn't do it. God. I just had an ant crawling on my foot and it scared the hell out of me.
Oh no, where did it come? It's big. Smash it into the carpet.
I don't want to. I have bare feet. Hold on, I'm getting a napkin.
Where did it come from?
I don't know. Maybe it was on me. Okay.
Thank you. We're all refreshed and challenged by your unique point of view.
I was like, yes, you're welcome.
For taking that ant away.
Yes.
I have actually heard this from a couple older people that retired from their jobs and then just wanted to work retail to keep themselves busy. They said, I'm not crazy. I've been in a bad mood for the last 30 years.
Oh, my God.
Doesn't that sound like someone would say that? And then the last one says, I work 50 hours a week to be this poor.
That's an issue.
How many people say, oh, they don't pay me enough for this?
Everybody. I feel like you never feel like you get paid enough. You know why? Because we start this job and we're given the expectations of our job, and this is our salary, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, we always say we're yes people.
Yes, we are.
No problem. We'll go take care of it. 149%
we'll do it. No problem. Every day.
And then we're like, I don't get paid enough for this.
Yeah.
Because we're doing extra.
But we wake up the next morning and we do extra again. Yep.
We need to start saying, like, this is outside of the scope of my
role
position.
Yep.
We need to talk about how much of a raise I'm going to get if I keep doing this.
Well, that was fun. I'm glad that you hosted it. Like in the beginning, because this completely put me in a good mood. I was so tired. And it was just a very long day.
Yeah.
I feel so much better. So I love Tuesday night recordings.
I know. I like hanging out with you.
Yeah. So fun. And I announced to everyone that we're going to be having lots of guests. We got lots of guests coming this summer. It's going to be a fun summer.
Holy smokes.
I'm going to try and talk you into some live events this year.
Holy shit.
We're going to try.
Dang it. All right.
I was talking to Kristen at Aeon Gallery, and I was like, could we record here one time? We'll bring people in. And she was like, let's talk about it. We got to do it around like fall, though.
That's going to make me poop. My anxiety will make me poop. Don't forget to download that, guys. Anxiety makes me poop, by the way.
Yep. Well, thanks for listening, everybody.
Happy Friday.
To you next week.
Bye. Bye, bye, bye.
That was a big old ant.
That was a big ant.
This podcast is brought to you by NameTag Productions, LLC. Entire podcast, unless otherwise stated, written by the hosts. The Clopen Effect, a retail podcast. If we have to be all in this together, we might as well make it fun.